she's supposed to be in a cage because that's the way, that's like, they can live in nature. So she finds a friend and starts living, and her freedom starts to make things complicated for her. And then, both Juan and Faith's paths like come together, and they have. I won't tell all the movie, but happy ending and all that stuff. You're gonna see it, hopefully. But I don't know if it was clear. But I never explained it in English, so sorry. It's like. And here we're seeing some of the color concepts. This we use to see how the feeling of the scene is gonna be, and it's like the main, the first step in our lighting process. When we start setting up the lights, we use this as a reference, so we can we try to approach that. There are some of these stills that are more are still work in progress, so you will see different qualities. And as you can see, there's a lot of scenes, so we have a lot of work to do. Okay. What? So, sorry. So, let's talk about what happened with us when we started trying to find a plan to work, to organize everything. Because we had a lot of problems doing that, because we tried different methods and stuff to integrate different teams, because it is one of the problems we had. It was when we were doing some render testings on completing some of the first scenes in the movie, there were some errors and stuff, things that needed more work, but it was okay, who's gonna correct this? The texture guys, the lighting guys, the art department, who has to do this? And it was no, we need the textures before, and we find out that it doesn't work that way. You need to work together. The thing is that if, Matt was telling me yesterday, when it's two people and they work together, it's a little more easy. It's easier than when you have 6 people in the shading department and 3 people in the lighting department. So, and working on 2 different scenes at the same time, you had to find a plan. And finally ¿Tienes la planilla loca por ahí? Every department wrote a plan for themselves and what they needed from the other teams. So let's say lighting in this stage needs that the high resolution models are done and the animation is done, so they can do that. So, and the director and her assistant, his assistant, made this spreadsheet, putting everything together, and it's called Planilla Loca, crazy spreadsheet, because it's insane. It's it's all in Spanish. I'm not gonna explain everything, but here what we have is the way the studio is right now structured. Bassam and Andy, when you were there, we didn't have that. We were still in a kind of twister, trying to figure things out. So, with this, we make sure that every step we need is completed before the next one. So we don't have problems with, yeah, okay, let's do the rendering. Yeah, but the concept is still not done. So, well, that's pretty much. Sure. That's right. Yeah. If anyone wants to know anything more specific about it, we can talk later. And well, this is a storyboard from one of the scenes. This guy, there are not a lot of humans in the movie. It's just this guy, Mr. El Señor Puertas, that he's the cannery owner, and his bodyguards, and maybe a couple of guys around that during the movie. But at first, we said when we were talking about making this movie, we said, okay, no, let's not, let's try to minimize the human. Let's put just one, because animating humans is really difficult. And now we think like, let's do humans, because birds are incredibly difficult to rig and to texture and to animate, and well, it's. Oh, these are some renderings that Andy did when he went there, like trying to take the best of the textures and the characters. This is Faithy, this is Canary. This is the main character, Juan. This is Livia, he's one of the friends. It's a pigeon, she's really funny, she's really crazy. This is Señor Portas. Really? Well, it's a coincidence. He has a software company. And unfortunately, everything in his office doesn't work well. So, the thing about this character is like Faithy, a canary, something that small, escapes from him. And he's a guy that nothing escapes from him. So he's all the movie chasing her. And that's, well, another fun plot line. But, ¿quieres mostrar un poco los vídeos? No sé. A ver, vamos a ver. So, well, another thing that took most of the time during the setup of the studio was preparing all the systems, installing all the system in the workstation and setting up the SVN and teaching people to use the SVN and try to find like a protocol of something to work to name the files and everything. And well, setting MySQL, MySQL, I don't know how you call it in English, a database, so we can load in that database the models, so people from the art department can search for a specific model and to do a layout of some stage or something. And well, that was just a commentary about all the things we had to do. We based our SVN structure a little on the Elephant's Dream structure. It's, well, bigger, but we have a library and we separated everything in scenes and, well, then in different, the difference we have is that inside each scene we have a light folder, a model, a set folder, everything in the same level. And so the lighting department can work on the lights using a linked set as a background. So, and the animators can be animating, and we're going to show it. I'll show you later how we start when we finish modeling the sets, how he starts doing the layout of the set, and how everything interacts using the link libraries and stuff. Now he's showing the. This is the old Faithful rigging. Malefico, the guy that is our 3D supervisor. I think you know him from the net. So he spent several months trying to find the perfect rig. I'm sure he's not happy yet. He will continue forever doing that, but it works really fine. This one is the old one, and this one is the new one. Okay, I didn't see the change. And he went for like 5 or 6 different methods to make the feathers adapt to the and reposition by themselves. And he even used some weird method with. ¿Te acuerdas el de? ¿Lo tenés? No. El viejo ese. This is a new one. It's like. We can't explain it because he did it himself, and I think it will take a couple of hours to explain that. So, and now here comes the lattices. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, ¿puedes mostrar un toque cómo se mueve? So imagine that that guy was like this, I don't know, ojeras. He was like, but he did it. And the thing is that he has to not do the whole rig again for every character, but he has to adjust things for the main characters. For the pigeon, it's like it works for every pigeon in the movie because they're all the same, just different shapes. When he was happy and finished this, he had to do the rig for the bat. There's a bat in the movie, and it's a whole new world. So he took about another couple of weeks doing that. And I think like right now he doesn't want to do it anymore. So and he still has like 20 characters to rig yet. So, well, this is the main character, Juan. And vamos a JP. Okay. Vos decime. ¿Querés hablar vos? Toque, yo te traduzco. Okay. Well, here you can see some of the rigs working. This is an animation from one of our guys, David, that he made for one of the shots of the movie when the main 2 characters first met, and he's singing, he's happy, and he thinks that she's in love with him, and okay, let me see. Now we're gonna show you some of the animatics we do with the director. First does the storyboard, then with the art department, then we didn't do the whole movie, the whole storyboard at once. We're doing it like we work for scenes, like we have like storyboard for like 20 or 30 scenes. Weird colors. Okay. Okay. So so we have a storyboard for like 40 scenes, and then, well, we do the 2D animatic that the director uses to like make an approach to the how much that scene or that shot is gonna to take the time and stuff like that. And then based on that 2D animation, he starts doing the 3D animatic. Now here's one of los colores. Settings. There, déjalo abierto ahí. So this is the first animatic that he can't just move the thing. He has to rig the proxies. He's insane. He wants to. And well, then this is a more this is like the first OpenGL. Well, not the first, probably it's newer. The OpenGL render. Well, okay, sorry, I lost them. When after the 2D animatic, he does the 3D animatic with the proxies, and the animators uses that 3D animatic to do the animation. And well, then we do the OpenGL renders, so the director can start editing with the audio and everything, and like we use the OpenGL to check to make all the notes about, okay, we have to change this, this shot should be longer and stuff like that. Here's the first meeting, when the canary and the bat first meet. It's... ¿Tiene el audio o no? Ah. Pero yo no. Yeah. Well, we have one this shot with the audio. No, because it's funny with the audio, so we can show it later. So, well, as you can see, we have all the time code and information on screen. That's one of the things we asked in our feature list. I think it needs recoding because the RC Ruiz, Mexican guy, did it. The patch for us to be able to print all that information directly from the OpenGL rendering. We did that because it was really hard for us to find and correct mistakes from a shot, because in this case, for example, this scene has 19 shots, I think, 19, didn't it? We have like from 5 to 20, 25 shots per scene. So let's say I say, no, we have to correct that animation. And since we separate the scenes, the blend file, the scene in different blend files for each shot, so we can work on one scene with all the animators and at the same time in different shots. Then if you don't know which shot it is, it's hard to find the file. And it was at the beginning. Right now it's more like we have more files, more scenes that are in different stages. So we need that kind of information on screen. The frame numbers and stuff like that. And the what? Go. So now later we're going to talk about some of the features that we asked and were coded, and show a couple of things and probably we're gonna when we return we're gonna upload the binary of our custom blend files, Blender, so anyone can download it. And if anybody wants it now, I can just copy. It just work in Linux, but we can ask Venom to put a Windows executable. So, well, this is the set where Señor Puertas lives. That's his building. This is actually a real part of Argentina, of Buenos Aires. We kind of erase a building, a real building, from there. So I hope the owner doesn't take it personal. So if you ever go to Buenos Aires and you go to Puerto Madero, you're gonna see all those buildings, the IBM building, and it's a nice zone. Well, here is the complete set. Está completo este, ¿no? We don't work with the whole set for every shot. What we do is, we work with linked groups. So if the textures change and everything, or they do some. At first, here we have, this is like the main set file. Here we usually have at first proxies, maybe just boxes and stuff like that, and we can like start working on some things and wait for the high definition model. And since everything's linked, every time you open the file, if you did your SVN update, you're gonna get the last the last model, the last version of the model. But what happens? Well, you can't use this to animate something that is happening in a window. So what we do after that, si quieres mostrar cuando armas los sets para las escenas. Now what he's gonna show us what he does is, for each shot he creates inside the folder set, inside the scene, he creates a blend file called te va a ser mejor grabarlo primero. Vas con app en derecho y para mostrar el inquieto así luego. Pero te va a caer a pedo. Te dije. So, well, what he does is he creates a file. Usually we save it first so we don't have the linked error. And let's say he creates a set for one shot that only needs the building and something else, because the rest of the set you don't see it and you don't want it to. Even if you have it linked, it will read the libraries and still it will like make everything hard to move. So he prepares all the sets, he makes the layout, and this is the set that the animators and most of the people in the team, except the modelers and the layout guys, they will see this as a linked scene as a background. So the animators will have the characters, they import them with append, so they can move, they can animate them, and they have the set as a link. So they don't have the whole set loaded in their scenes. And then in cam, we have the different cameras for each shot, because at first they are not there. They are in one file. The director puts the cameras. Our director also does animation and uses Blender, so he is the one that sets the camera and animates the camera for every shot. And then we split it in the different shot files. So, well, here's one of the scenes one of the shots that needs to have all the buildings and everything, because you see a lot of it. It's so Well, then, as the animators uses the sets as links, so they can animate and they can turn off the set easily, just like by unlinking the background thing in the render options. The lighting department also does that. We have the set. No, usually we have the set as an append, but with the group links, the groups link, like a copy from the set. That's the light. Okay, this is one of the animation files. As you can see, you have all the characters with append and their armatures and everything. ¿Tenés el set ahí atrás? Para prenderlo. Ponéselo. And then, to use as a reference, debe estar apagada la escapa. ¿Cargó? No lo cargó, me parece. Oh. It has the wrong set. No, it's the right set. Sorry, I was thinking about another scene. So the animators see only have the set if they want to. Usually, at first, when they start animating, they have a proxy version of the set, so they can animate more easily. As you can see, with all the buildings and stuff, it can be really heavy to move. So, abrí uno de los de luz, o ¿cuál es? Sí. So, yeah. Kind of, yeah. And it works. When we do a command line render, you see all the libraries that it loads, because it's insane. Because let's say here is an example of one of the light blends, and well. Well, here we have as I was telling you, we have different scenes. We have the animation linked here, because when I'm doing the lighting, I want to have the animation. I don't want to have the animation, all the keyframes, all the stuff with up, and I don't want my file to be 14 megabytes, because I need to have anytime I want to have the last version of the animation, so I can see if anything changed, and if I do a render for testing, I need to have the right character with his textures and everything. So that's why everything is linked. If not, at first we weren't working this way, and we had, every time something changed, we had to erase that scene and import it again, and from time to time you make mistakes and forget to import the last scene, and then you do the render and you see that the animation was a week old. It wasn't the last version, so it's better working this way. The set, I have it the scene is not linked, but we have the sorry, I forgot this was. Oh, here's an example of the things that we usually need. This is only the main entrance of the building. It is not the whole building, because this scene takes place inside the building, so we didn't want the whole city outside. So he prepares the sets only with the things we need, we most need. Then, if to cast a shadow or something, or if we need something to reflect because there's nothing there and there should be a reflection or shadows or whatever, we in the light department we import what we need specifically for that shot. That way, you don't have like stuff that you don't want to have or like makes difficult to find. Finally, we have a separate scene that has the lights and has it's like a chain, right? I have in the set scene I put the animation as a background, so I have like, and then in this one I put the scene as a background for this one. So I have everything. From time to time we have weird OpenGL things happening in the viewer, in the camera mode, like you'll have the set in front of the characters in some parts, but nothing weird. When you render, it looks okay. So let's see if we can make a render. I'm gonna, let's see, okay, wait. I'm not sure if it's a good idea since it's a big. We can give it a try. If not, we have some renderings to show. This is still a work in progress. One thing about this stage is that when we start doing the lighting, we also start doing some compositing, because some effects that we want to achieve, like some wrap lighting and stuff, are easier to do in post-production than putting a lot of lights and stuff like that. So I try to make an approach of how the final image is going to be based on the concepts, but I don't render. We didn't render anything final yet, but we won't render everything like from this file. What we're going to do is to save each render layer as image sequences, and then load it back again in a compo file with all these nodes. So we're going to have the same we have here, but we won't be like re-rendering everything every time we need to check the glow or whatever happens. There's a maid painting outside the building, and there you go. Okay, it's come on, you can do it. There you go. Well, this is 25% of our final resolution without ray tracing, so it doesn't look 100%. Okay. Well, so what I was telling you, let's use notes. I forgot that. Okay. So where's the backdrop? Where are you? No, to open the I can't find the backdrop. Anyway. So, well, this is what I was telling you. We have, this is the light scene, but we already have a bunch of nodes to do stuff like this, invasion of light. It doesn't show that well there, but you can see it here later if you want. And then what I was explaining is like all these render layers. I'm gonna add an output and file output node, so I'm gonna have each one of these as an image sequence. I'm gonna have a compositing file that's gonna have this scene as all these nodes as the basic compositing, and we're gonna instead of having the render layer thing, we're gonna have the whole sequence, each layer in an image sequence, and then from this basis that we already like because it's a really good approach, we are gonna start doing some extra compositing and some extra color correction and effects and all the depth of field effects and everything like that. So that's pretty much it about the lighting thing. Oh, yeah, there's a couple of... we're going to show you some of the previews that we made with some of the pre-renders. Oh, what did it? Hay conceptos, no, andate a... These are some previews, some testings on the... Oh, by the way... Hello? Okay. By the way, thanks Andy for helping to illuminate this scene. It was kind of a nightmare at first. Is it working? No.
No.
What is it? Hello? Ah, yeah? Come on. Oh, hi. Hi, hi. Okay.
I know.
Ah, okay. This one is working. Los conceptos de... Well, here are some references that the texture guys do for us, so we can like have a basic idea of how the texture should look. So we try to illuminate everything to achieve the same effect. Sometimes it doesn't work because they use like a basic setup, lighting setup, and when you sometimes with your lighting setup, the shader that they doesn't work, and they have to adjust it, and that's the way it works. We do like a basic lighting setup with only 50% gray materials. Then we pass that first approach to the lighting to the shading department. They start doing the basic shadings for color and all the stuff. Then it comes back to the light department, and while they are working on the textures and stuff and painting all they need, we start changing, fixing stuff and making a better approach of the light. Oops. PLC died. So it's there are different steps, and there's a lot of feedback, and yeah, the colors. Okay, this is work in progress. Remember that, so you can look. As you can see, people are afraid of puertas. Okay, what else do we have? Do you have any questions so far? Anything that wasn't clear that I'm sure it was the whole conference? Huh? You want to see more? Okay. Yeah, sure. ¿Quieren ver más?
No.
Yeah. Oh, this is... Sorry? Yeah, you can't tell anybody. Oh, and I think we're going to have to kill him because he has files, so... he knows too much. Okay, this is all from one scene. When he arrives are all testings of effects and stuff like that. And... yeah, ponerlo de vuelta. The funny thing about that is that I don't know what happened, and the director always thought that the elevator door was gonna be like metal, so it didn't matter what happened there, because they went, the door closes, that's it. You don't have to animate the characters inside an elevator if you're not gonna see it. The thing is that the other day he realized, watching the concept, that everything is made of glass. So now we have to do something about the animation inside that thing. This one, if you pay attention, you're going to see that our Mr. Puertas is a magician, wizard, magician, I can't say it. He goes with one box in his can, and suddenly he has two. That was... And here is that's a funny video of what can happen if you animate. It's kind of dark. Now, I don't know if you see the car spinning around. Yeah, well, that happened because this is an example of you have to be careful when you're working with linked things, because the one of the shading guys was doing some test of the car shadings, so he did this animation to see the car from different angles and stuff like that. But the thing is that since it was linked to other scenes, when I did this, oh, no, actually we did like a preview, a render. I don't know, it took a couple of hours, and suddenly a car was spinning around. And it was like, what happened here? Oh, yeah, So you have to be careful to where do you put a keyframe and stuff like that. Okay, now let's see. ¿Algo de los actores? ¿Qué te queda? ¿Test? ¿Qué hay en test? Oh, here are some videos.
Un murciélago pequeño colgado boca abajo, la mira muy de cerca,
Some of the
y vuela a otra rama del árbol. Grita, grita, grita y se
This is the
detiene.
girl that does the voice of the bat.
Grita, 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 grita y se detiene.
Some of the recording
Solo quiero
sessions.
presentarme.
Grita, grita, grita y se detiene de nuevo.
Me llamo...
Grita y ahora se arrincona contra el árbol, queda cerca de Clarita, arrinconada sobre el árbol, muy agitada y deja de gritar de a poquito.
¿Ya está?
Grita una vez más como descargando y asiente.
Me llamo Clarita.
Hola.
No te quería molestar. Discúlpame.
This is the audio for
Bueno,
the scene,
si no quieres hablar, te
the
dejo sola.
animatic we
Si
saw
necesitas ayuda, puedes
with the
buscarme.
bat and
Voy a estar
the
descansando un
canary
rato en las ramas altas de este
flying
árbol.
around, escaping
¿Sí?
from the bat. She never saw a bat, so she's scared of it. She doesn't know what it is.
Espera, discúlpame. Es que nunca había visto un...
Fíjate si tenés con el audio.
¿Un murciélago?
¿Son
Pon
murciélagos?
alguno un poco más, con
Los
un
que-
poco más de onda. No, de los actores y eso.
No, es un programa.
Sí. Ah, ves la parte esa.
El de la escena, ¿ves? Algo que te gusta.
No, this is another.
Suerte, chicos.
Grabando.
Another. This is
Tuyo,
the
todo.
girl that does the voice for the canary.
Acción.
¿Qué es eso?
Tranquila, yo... Solo quiero presentar... Me llamo... ¿Ya está? Me llamo Clarita.
Hola.
No te quería molestar, discúlpame. Bueno, si no querés hablar, te dejo
Sí,
sola. Si necesitas ayuda, podés buscarme, voy a estar...
That's it goes on and on. Let's see. ¿En test qué hay?
No, estos viejos de acá.
Ah, ¿no andan?
Sí, pero creo que...
Oh, these are some. These videos are in the website, in the blog. The first test that we did during the first months while we were setting everything up and stuff like that. Paré, vuelve. We gave each animator 2 proxies to animate, so, and then we put all together. Yeah, it would be nice to have outtakes or something like that. It's nice. We should probably do. Then here are some, another test. And this was done with this wasn't the final rig of the character. He was Malefic was still creating the rigs for the wings. That's why they are. Oh, these are shape keys tests. He's the shape key guy. So. Tenés que hacer todo de vuelta, ¿no?
No, perfecto.
Ya lo hice.
Eso.
Oh, he had to do the shape keys. Again, a couple of times, because every time Malefico changes the rigging, he has to. Pero ya está. That's it.
Vamos a mostrar un segundo. El de cosas. Muestra uno de...
Oh, he's gonna show us some of the shape keys. Ando aplicando. explícame, yo te traduzco.
No, son shape key y látiz combinados.
Well, here, there's a combination of shape key and lattices here.
Acá solo látiz y acá látiz y shape.
Okay, the left side only have lattices and the right side have shape keys also. So you see there's some differences. So you can see that it works better with both things. And
Que se usó, dice que se usaron los látiz para poder hacer más fácil el squash.
oh, the lattices were used to make the squash and stretch effect and to give the characters a little cartoonish effect, but not that much. I'm going to talk about some of the idea of the animation of the characters in a while. But well, Bassam talked about the squash and stretch yesterday, I think. So, and one thing that the director always like tell the animators is that the idea is that they are birds and they are gonna act like birds. It's okay, it's a movie, it's a cartoon, it's an animation, but the birds doesn't use their feathers as fingers and stuff like that, and they do everything they can, even if it's not real what they are doing. They will do it as a bird could do it, like using the beak, I think. Beak? Yeah. And okay, they can use their legs and stuff, but they won't. Okay. So well, that's just a commentary about that. It's like it's not like don't expect like animation like Valiant or with birds with props and stuff like that, because that's not the idea. The idea is to have birds acting and like to be able to understand or live maybe a common story, a story that probably could have been shot with real actors, but well, we're telling that story with birds. So mostrar un par de videos más y eso, que ya estamos terminando con el tiempo.
Mostramos largo.
Now we're gonna. Well, if anyone wants to see a rigging or something later, we can. Okay, we're gonna see. This is. We're gonna see a little mixing of different scenes that we're working on. Some are like more advanced. You're gonna see different stages. So, dale, pantalla completa. Enjoy. Do you know if we can? Yeah, F or so. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
seguridad? Quiero ese rollo. Y echen al portero.
Esos malditos nunca te encontrarán aquí. ¿Qué malditos? Esos. Ahora me tengo que ir. ¿Qué quieres tomar? ¿Sangre animal o sangre humana? Una broma.
Hola.
Se le pasó lo que...
Murió por ti. Murió por ti. Murió por ti. Lindo día, ¿no?
Thank you very much. We hope you liked it. And, well, sorry about the way I talk and stuff. It's my very first conference, so... No, nothing here is final. These ones are like the most advanced ones. There are a lot of things still to correct, like details and stuff like that on the lighting. Here are some animation issues and stuff with the characters, with the walk cycles and stuff like that. But we're kind of when we start now. I'm thinking next week or the other. We're gonna start the compositing of some of these files of these scenes. Then we have to finish to decide the final look of the movie, because we can have we have many approaches and many ideas in our heads, and it's kind of okay. We have the concepts, but we have to like talk about it and talk a lot with the director and the director of photography, and to find the final look for the image.
Especially outdoor activities.
Oh yeah, that one was a nightmare and still needs some tweaking, some stuff. Andy can tell because that shot was insane. With nothing wanted to work. It was, and well, the camera moves. I don't know. I think the guy that's lighting this one, he's crazy right now because the camera moves like in every single angle, so you see everything. Even if it's blurred, it's there. And well, you have cars, and I don't even want to think about the rendering times of that scenes. But
can you tell for everybody who's listening, all the developers, are you now happy, or do you need more fixes and fixes?
oh, we have a pretty shopping list. Now, we're gonna show the. Oh, okay. We're gonna open the Plumiferos wish list, and now every coder and developer that feels like he would like to participate and help. Well, not just us. It's just for, to make Blender a better software, if it's possible. And sorry?
You have extra buttons.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, the last feature that David Milian coded for me, because I'm the only one that uses the compositor there, so is an RGB shortcut and stuff in the viewer to be able. Let's see if it works. We were having some problems with the server yesterday. Today was working, so it may take some time, but it's gonna work. Al principio no te va a andar, te va a tirar un error o algo así, y vas a ver que en la dirección te va a aparecer un 2.80. Borras eso y anda. No sé por qué lo hace. So, I was talking about the. Oh, yeah. What's the. Oh. The
Network connection.
yeah. Oh, they load the. He was asking how do we do the lip syncing for the characters. We load the audio in the sequence editor in Blender, and they kind of go like frame by frame, trying to lip syncing and listening to the audio, and from time to time doing some render to check it in real time and stuff like that. The usual lip syncing. Okay, here's the wish list. Well, the first part is all the things that has been coded since we started doing the movie and since we started asking for stuff. So we would like to thank all the people that you'll see there. If someone is missing, sorry, I think. And there are a lot of things that were like. Okay. Okay, let's see. Frame stamping. Well, this one is the one that. Well, we can talk about the features personally. If so, obviously the dates doesn't apply anymore. It's like June, July 2006. So, but yeah, the list like grew. It shrunk. Oh, that's Malefico thing, and that guy, I think, yeah, he also wants. Okay, well, you can pick. Oh, this I was talking about this one here. There's a patch. I think all the patches are there. If not, I'm gonna upload them. So every patch, it's also in the patch tracker, and everything that people code for us, it's gonna be there for the community to download. There are also a lot of Python scripts that our programmer there made. They are not in the wiki because I'm stupid and I forgot to put them, but we have them here. I have it in my notebook, so I can upload it later or give you a copy and stuff like that. So everything's for the community, and well, you can go to plumiferos.com/wiki, and there you will find the wish list. I think it was posted on Blender Nation, the link, so you can check there. And if you want to just take it not only to code, it will be great, but if you, I don't know, find anything in, there that it's interesting, maybe you come back a week later and it's there, and you have a new feature and you can like compile your Blender with our. We also are going to start uploading our builds, like the one we were using here, for different platforms. Well, the ones that we can provide. We're going to probably have like the Plumi Blender, as we call it, for Linux and Windows, and well, it's free for everyone to use, and well, that's pretty much it. I don't know if you want to know anything else. Here's the wish list. We made it. And you expected me to remember all of this, or just one, but it's a... So, when do you think I will be able to erase this line? Here, the one you coded yesterday. Okay, good. You're making a compositor guy happy. So. Well, thank you very much. I don't know if you want to know anything else.
Okay.